Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, our great millstone, salutations to Yaakov. That's how we're doing the work to the sincerity. Right, so the name of this lesson is Become More Adept Within Your Afflictions. All right? Become more adept within your afflictions. All right? As the scriptures say, the Lord has chosen us in the furnace of affliction. Okay? So the elect members are going to go through afflictions, what? To become refined, become pure. And that's what's happening. We're becoming pure within our afflictions. All right? Everyday afflictions, it don't matter. You know? Whether we be on the highways and the byways, or whether we be at home or at work. All right? We are being refined. We are being made perfect. And that's why the scriptures say in Sirach, the second chapter, what it says, if thou comest to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. All right? If I'm saying it right. Okay? It says, what? It says constantly set thine heart aright and endure. If I'm roughly paraphrasing it, you know? And so the point in this is to what? In your afflictions, when you're being purified, you want to set your mind aright. And you want to endure your afflictions. All right? You don't want to falter. You don't want to give up. Because the result in giving up is what? You know, falling out the truth. You know, it's easy to give up. You know, and that's what we wasn't put here, you know, to give up. The scriptures say, you know, endure hardness as a good soldier, roughly paraphrasing, you know? And so we're soldiers. Soldier meaning to be solitary meaning to be alone, because everybody has to what? Endure those afflictions by themselves. Everybody has to enter that straight gate by themselves. You know? Can't nobody hold our hands in this walk of ours, you know? We help each other out, don't get it mistaken. But we all have to endure our own afflictions. Okay? And so the main thing to understand within all this is that you're building yourself. You're building yourself within your afflictions. Okay? Because you want to bring forth that peaceable fruit of righteousness. Setting your mind aright. When you put in positions, you know, because that's what it is. When you're being afflicted, you're being put in basically the worst case scenario. To what? To basically to set your mind right and to think perfectly, man. You know, not cursing the Most High. You know, and somehow through all of that, finding some type of joy in your afflictions. And the scriptures say, man, count it all joy. You know? Count it all joy, man. And so you're supposed to find joy within your afflictions. You know? Salaki, because I'm trying to, still at work. And forgot my, losing my train of thought a little bit. But, But through the Spirit, it was fresh on my mind, man, and I had to bring this out. And Lord willing, this is edifying, It's going to be a short video, And I just wanted to say that, man. For brothers that go through these afflictions, don't complain, Become more adept, If thou comest to serve the Lord, man, prepare thy soul for temptation, man, And so there's a thing where, yeah, man, we're going to be afflicted. Because we were chosen to be afflicted, the furnace of affliction. But it's not to destroy us, it's to build us up. It's to build that spiritual muscle, So when you put in situations where, things become, more hard, or things become, you get angry or you get frustrated, or you don't know what to do, you feel like you're lost. Those are the times where you have to work that spiritual muscle. All All right, brothers, hey man, affliction is needed. All right, as crazy as it might sound, your afflictions is needed. Okay, when you're on the verge of bugging out, or if you brothers, you feel like you lost some time, that's your time when you gotta use faith. Okay? If you're in a situation where, hey, a fine woman is walking down the street with her man, or whatever the case may be, because I know brothers go through this, we see this shit every day, right? That's your time to use what? Discretion. Put your head down, man. All right? So you won't fall into that concupiscence. It's time to use that virtue, man. All right? And the scriptures talk about virtue, man. And so within your afflictions, man, is the perfect time to work those virtues, man. When a brother miscommunicate, or when a brother when a brother deals with you harshly, taking the low. The Lord, hey man, the Lord sees that, man. And the Lord deals with the lowly, man, the meek. You don't have to plead your cause all the time. And that's, hey, and the Lord, he does that from time to time, man. And so, hey man, but it's a spiritual workout, man. It's a spiritual exercise, so to speak, man, if I'm making sense, man. And it's important for you brothers to know that. Don't give up. Or when the affliction comes, don't be, oh damn, hurt. No, have joy, man. Try smiling, man. When your ass is hurt, try smiling, When your ass is down, try building yourself up, man. Work that which the Lord gave you, man. All right? Work those virtues, man. Use your spirit to overcome this flesh, man. Okay? Use your spirit to endure, man. All right? And think upon the kingdom, man. When you see the prosperity of the heathen, and you look at the disparity of your people, hey man, think about the judgments that the Lord has set up, man. All right? That alone should deter you from being angry. That alone should deter you from being angry, man. And sometimes, hey man, we have to learn how to counter. We have to learn how to counter the negativity when we go through our afflictions, because there is negative things that comes in our mind. There's negative things, when you feel betrayed, or when you feel disrespected. Those negative things come. When you feel like you're not being understood. All right, it don't matter, man. Leave it in the Lord's hands, but do your part and use your spirit to overcome it. You don't have to be carnal every time, And if you see something, that doesn't quite set right in your spirit, or whatever the case may be, and man, pray on it, man, and leave it in the Lord's hands, man, and leave it alone, man, because the Lord is going to deal with it, whatever the case may be, man. Hey, but, that's pretty much all I had, man, just on my mind, man, and through the Spirit, I just wanted to put it on wax, man. You know, and Lord willing, this is edifying. You know, Lord willing, you brothers, man. Hey, man. Hey, it's just time to keep pushing, man. Regardless of the condition, regardless of the situation, man, it doesn't matter, man. You know, bring forth that peaceable fruit of righteousness, man. All right. Hey, Lord, when this was edifying, but hey, shalom.